welcome back to the Happy Hour podcast. How are you doing today, Pam?
Hi guys, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. How are you guys?
Oh, I'm good. I'm actually with my co trainer, Lily. If you haven't met Lily, this is Pam. She's one of our Flex VAs here.
Hi, Pam. You
Hello.
can
I
call me
think we
Lil.
met. Yeah, I think we've met before
Yeah,
during the nesting period. Yeah.
that's right.
She's one of your judges during your nesting.
Right.
During the
Yeah.
debate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But for some of you who don't know Pam, she's one of our Flex VAs here in the company. They're actually our company's business continuity plan. So when someone is out, they're the ones who would cover. And I'm curious to know, Pam, what other things do you do when someone is not out? Like when everyone is present, what do you do in the background as a Flex VA?
Well, when we don't have any coverage for that day, we do call audits. So
Mm-hmm.
we review the calls of our VAs. And also, when we're done with the audits, we also do a self study with the SOPs because we are catering a lot of practices.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a tendency that, you know, information overload. So we have this um, the need to review from time to time. Also, we have to check on the recent updates of the practices. There are like, I think some of them do a weekly meeting
Mm-hmm.
with their updates. So with that, we also have to check the updates and have to learn again. And, we have to familiarize everything. That's and the SOP of every practice. So that's what we do on the background if we don't have any coverage.
Oh, well, I've always been curious about what our Flex VAs do when someone is not out, because I've always known that Flex VAs cover those who are out for the day. So I've always been curious of that. So thank you for giving me an eye of what happens in the background. Also, thank you for giving us the opportunity to interview you here in our podcast.
Of course, I'm so happy to be here. Well, I've heard this, I think, last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to do this last week, but unfortunately,
Yeah.
I had a coverage and I have to catch up with some audits. That's why we didn't push through. But right now, I'm so happy that we're here. We're doing it right.
Yeah. Me
So
too. I'm
yeah,
glad that we were able to push through with the podcast today.
yes,
Well,
on a
Pam,
Monday, on a Monday
yeah,
night.
on a manic Monday, actually. Yeah, but Pam, I do have a few questions prepared for you if you don't mind.
Sure, let's have it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm curious to know, Pam, is this the first time you tried being a virtual assistant or do you have background?
Yes, I do have a background, but it was like more doing sales. I
Mm-hmm.
was with them. I did sales for like less than 6 months, and
Okay.
then I got promoted to be part of the ops team. So yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Well, actually, I remember you mentioning that you were reviewing SOPs when the new clients are here. How are you liking this so far?
Um, it's challenging
Mhm.
to be honest,
Yeah.
but I think it's a good challenge for me. Um, because I love to learn. And it is a good exercise for your brain that you have to learn something new every day.
Yes.
So I think that for me is a good challenge, and I'm liking it so far. And I believe we had a lot of clients that's going to be onboarding for this month. So we will have a lot of um, you know SOP studies for this month, new practices to study. So that's another challenge that we are up to for this month. So I'm looking forward to it.
I see. Well, but aren't you like mixing up the information when you're like doing this reviews with the other clients?
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes that's very tricky. That is why we do a refresher
Mhm.
before there is a plan coverage. I tend to make sure that I review the SOP before I cover in that particular practice. If there is like an unscheduled coverage, like the VA just sent the message that they won't be able to come into work today,
Yeah.
Hmm.
um, like a short notice. Before
Mhm.
I log in, I try to like
Do
read
a quick
again the
refresher.
yes, do a
Mhm.
quick
Okay.
refresher because it really is tricky. Though there are a lot of like similarities, but
Mhm.
there is it's the small detail that really matters.
Yes,
So
that's right.
you have to
Mhm.
really be careful.
Hmm. Okay. Um. Well, I'm curious to know, Pam, what do you think are the pros and cons of working from home? Because, not a lot of people have the privilege to work from home, and we are blessed to have this opportunity. So, do you think we have a few pros and cons about it?
Yes, of course. The advantages would be, mm, you know, um, having the luxury to be working at home.
Hmm.
Especially for me, I have my kids. Um, I have, I'm there
Hmm.
whenever they need me. Last week, my 2-year-old daughter was sick, so I would be very, at ease to know that I'm just here at the other room working.
Hmm.
Also, I don't get to travel. I don't need to go through traffic,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
especially now it's really hot, and
Yeah.
we don't like to travel a
Yeah.
lot. So
And we
yeah,
have really bad traffic here in the Philippines. So,
yeah.
Right.
Though I
top
live
notch.
in the province, we don't have that really bad traffic, but still,
Mm-mm.
um, I don't get to, spend minutes
Yeah.
in the streets.
Hmm.
What else? The disadvantages. What are the disadvantages? I don't. I really can't think of a
A
disadvantage
disadvantage.
Mhm.
for now.
Probably the dogs barking in the background.
Yeah.
Yes.
The unscheduled power interruption,
Uh-huh. Okay.
Mhm.
especially the internet provider here in the Philippines, are unreliable.
Yeah.
So
Oops.
Yes.
sometimes they just, oh my god, I lost my internet connection, or
Connection.
I lost
Yeah.
my power. Especially now that I do have a problem with my laptop. My
Hmm.
battery is broken, so
Hmm.
I still have to make an order. I think in Manila,
Hmm.
and until now it hasn't been replaced. So I don't have like a backup power if ever there's like a power interruption.
Interaction. Okay.
Those are the yeah, those are the disadvantages.
Yeah, but majority is very convenient for us,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, you did mention that you're already a mom of a
Yes.
2 year. Is she okay now? And you mentioned she was sick.
Oh no. I
Pam?
think there's like a
Okay.
power interruption.
Yeah. So this is
There it
one of
is.
the cons.
There you
Yeah. There
go.
we.
Yeah. So
Okay.
now she's
Well.
feeling so much better.
Mhm.
Mhm.
She's now back in school.
Okay.
That's
That's good to
nice to
hear.
know. Mhm.
Yeah, well, but I'm curious, how do you manage being a mom and an employee at the same time?
It's a struggle also. I think my challenge would be not getting enough sleep,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
especially when you have a 2-year-old, very active 2-year-old daughter.
Yes.
So I think that's one of the reasons why I wanted her to be enrolled in school, so that because her school is like from 8 a.m. to 11. So
Mm-hmm.
I logged off at 5, so I still
Yeah.
have like 2 hours to prepare.
Mhm.
Sometimes I take a quick nap and I alarm like 7, and then I woke her up. Okay, it's time to go to school, stuff like that. So at this 8 to 11 in the morning, I sleep, and then when I pick her up from school, she's tired, and we'll have a lunch, and then after that we sleep. So
We sleep.
yeah, so that's really an advantage. I think it's a good idea that I enrolled her, and also she learned something
Mm-hmm.
instead of
Yes.
her just staying at home or playing or uh, watching, the doing her iPad or whatnot. So I think it was a good idea. That's the challenge. But as much as I can, if I'm free, I really wanted to spend quality time with her, play with her if I can.
Yeah, this is actually why I salute working moms, because imagine working the graveyard shift and then having to wake up early in the morning if you have a student and then do
Yeah.
the chores at home. So I
Yes.
always salute working moms. So, but considering the challenges that you've been mentioning with being a mom and being an employee at the same time, considering your lack of sleep, there will be days where you don't want to go to work. I mean, let's be honest. We all have those days, especially if it's rainy outside and it's cold. You just want to sleep in. You just want to have extra sleep before you actually go to work. So
Yeah.
during those times, Pam, when you feel like you don't want to go to work, what motivates you to get up and log in?
What motivates me is when I get out of my room and I saw my daughter's milk. It's about to be empty. So it's okay.
I
I
can
don't
relate.
care about the weather. I'll go ahead and log in.
Yeah. So the motivation for Pam is her daughter's empty milk.
Mhm,
Yeah. And of course, there's
Yeah.
school with tuition and all that.
Mm,
mhm.
yeah.
The
Well,
bills, it's not going to pay themselves. So I have to work
definitely.
hard for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's always a wake up call for everyone whenever we think, oh, it's almost due date. I gotta get up. I
Yes,
gotta log in. I gotta
Yeah.
make some calls. Right?
That's true. Yeah.
a lot of bills to pay as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not a mom, but I could relate to that. Like
Yeah.
every time I want to sleep in, I would remember the bills and I'm like, okay, let's go do this again. It's another
Adulting
day,
is
another
very
work.
hard. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, I have one last question for you. I'm not sure with Lily, but for me, this is my last question for you. Um, since you're a Flex VA, of course, that's another step higher for you, like big what do you call it? I forgot about it. But my question is, what are the best practices you can share to those aspiring to be like you, like a Flex VA or to get a promotion someday? What could you share for those aspiring to be like you? Because we have teammates who would, of course, would like to step up like you did, but they don't know where to start.
Okay. Best practices would be um, well, what I do is I make sure to be um, in the loop of everything, especially, yes, I mentioned it really is a challenge to be in the know of all the SOP with different practices. It's very tricky.
Mhm,
So I think you have to like evaluate yourself. When I learned about the flex role, I was kind of
Mm-hmm.
apply,
mhm,
thinking that will I be good at it? Will I be able to, manage different practices? But, um, Nate was there to encourage me. Yeah, you can do it. Well, I've seen you in training and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I just need a little push, and then
Mm-hmm.
I can apply, and yeah, I made it here. So I think you just have you find that courage in you, and make sure that you always, do your best in everything that you do.
Yeah, and actually, if I would compile the interviews we've had for the past week, majority of those who got promoted would always say they applied for the role because someone pushed and
Push them.
urged them to do so,
Yeah.
which I could relate to because I was also like urged and pushed to take this spot because as a normal human being will always have that doubt that do you think I can do it? I don't think
Yeah.
I can do it. But with a little push, you just jump and take
Yeah.
the risk. You either sink or swim. So of
Yeah.
course we don't want to sink, we're going to swim
You
through it,
swim.
right?
yes.
Yeah.
That's
So that's a good thing. Um well, I don't have other work related questions for me. I'm not sure with Lily, do you have a few? Because I have an off topic question for you, if you don't mind.
sure.
Well,
Go
I'm
ahead.
not a stalker. This is a disclaimer, okay? I'm not a stalker. I just had a quick background check about you. If you don't mind me sharing to the people who's watching this podcast, care to share how you felt, how you were feeling during this photo that I found on the internet?
Oh, there's a
What?
photo. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're very beautiful
Nice.
in this
Wow.
photo.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
My feeling, mm, I really couldn't explain. I was just so happy. Um, my wedding day was also my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
It really
Nice.
had like a bad weather. It was raining really hard.
Really?
Yeah. To the point that we couldn't get much um, pictures and videos. You know, the same day edit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yes.
we have to wait until the rain will stop so that we can shoot. But
Okay.
even though it was just like very limited time, I was so happy. I don't know why. Everything, not all was what I imagined it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back at it now, there are like things that I wanted it to happen, but I was just contented and I was just happy what what happened on that day. Yeah.
Weren't you panicking? Like, of course, it was a rainy day and it's your big day. Weren't you panicking? Like, oh my gosh, this is not going as planned. This is gonna be a complete mess. Didn't
I
you have those
was
kinds of thoughts?
no. I don't know why. I was just so relaxed. Maybe because I
Really?
had a good team with me.
Mm-hmm.
They handled they handled me very well, and also with the suppliers, how they organized it. So
Mm-hmm.
I was just so relaxed when they did my makeup. I was just so relaxed, and then if they want something, if they need something like where's the pins for the hair and stuff like that, well, it's just in my bag, go get it. I was just so relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't think of anything on that day, even
Oh,
though
that's
it
good
was
to
raining
hear.
really hard. Yeah.
You know, I always aspire to be a bride someday. Actually, when I was looking for a fun fact about you, I did not expect to see your profile to be a bride's photo. And I don't know, it's always like a happy thought for me to interview someone and ask them about their wedding experience. I don't know, it's always so magical for me when you think about it,
Yeah.
right? Weddings are always so magical when you see it. I mean, respect to those who don't believe in marriage, but for me, it's always magical to watch. Imagine being the bride
Yeah.
in that wedding. So, okay, well, I hope to be like that someday.
Someday we'll get there.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
Thank you.
congratulations
on
on
your
your recent
wedding.
one. This was just recent, right?
Yes. July. Last July.
Yeah, okay, though. So this is very recent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, well,
And
you were a very stunning bride.
Thank you so much.
you are. And the thing about the rain during this kind of celebration, they said it's going to be more blessings to
Yeah,
come,
Yes.
right?
blessings.
Yeah. People keep saying, let's just, accept it. That's
Mm.
blessing. Okay. I don't care if it rains or if it doesn't. Well, if it doesn't, then much better. So we can, shoot more videos and pictures, stuff like that. But
Yes.
no, I really didn't care. So my wedding dress got so dirty because I have a long trail.
Trail.
I didn't care.
I'm getting married. I don't know about you, but I'm getting married.
Yeah,
Nothing's gonna stop me.
that's right.
Okay. Well, before we wrap up, I heard you had a song request for me, which I already prepared beforehand. It's actually one of my favorites as well. So when I heard about the song request, I was really excited to do a cover for you because it's really one of my favorites. The meaning of the song, it's very relatable and calming. So I hope you enjoy the video I prepared for you. I hope it satisfies you.
Oh, there's a video too.
Oh yes, there is a video.
Ah,
I
okay.
especially made it for you. So I
Wow.
hope you enjoy it, Pam.
Okay.
Come stop your crying, it'll be alright. Just take my hand, hold it tight. I will protect you from all around you. I will be here, don't you cry. For one so small, you seem so strong. My arms will hold you, keep you safe and warm. This this bond between us can't be broken. I will be here, don't you cry. You'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart. From this day on, now and forevermore. You'll be in my heart, no matter what they say. You'll be in my heart always. Why can't they understand what we feel? They just don't trust what they can't explain. I know we're different, but deep inside us, we're not that different at all. You'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart. From this day on, now and forevermore. Don't listen to them, 'cause what do they know? We need each other to have to hold. They'll see in time, I know. When destiny calls, you must be strong. I may not be with you, but you've got to hold on. They'll see in time, I know. We'll show them together. You'll be in my heart, no matter what they say. You'll be in my heart always. 'Cause you'll be in my heart, no matter what they say. From this day on, now and
Okay, now I'm shy. I'm
All
kidding. I
right.
hope
Nice
you
one,
like
guys.
the
Thank you
song.
so much for that wonderful video.
Oh, I hope you liked it. I wanted to
And
cry in the background. I don't know why.
y-
Maybe because of the song.
yeah, I've been trying myself not to cry. It's a very personal song for me.
Yeah.
It reminds me of my dad who passed away.
I'm
Um,
so sorry to hear that.
so the singer was Phil Collins.
Hmm.
So it's one of her. It's one of his favorite artists. His friends, his friends call him Soy Collins because of that. And that song really reminded me of my father. So thank you so
Oh,
much for that
you're
wonderful
welcome. I
song.
hope I gave justice to the
Of
song.
course, yeah. I've been trying myself not to cry. I was just okay.
Okay, please don't cry, please. I don't have tissues with me. But yes, so I really love that song request. Actually, it's my favorite. So I hope I gave justice to it. And also, Pam, thank you so much for gracing this podcast with us. It's been an honor to have you here.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much for
much.
having me as well. I had fun actually.
Yeah, me too. I always have fun, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
so for the people out there who would want more of our podcast interviews with our teammates, so please like and subscribe. I'm kidding. So yeah, this will be posted and a lot of people will watch this, so I hope they get inspired with your experience, Pam. So I'm hoping to see you again in this podcast with lots
sure.
of experience to share to everyone else.
Until next time
Yeah.
then.
Thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
Thank
Pam.
Thank you so much,
you.
Pam.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.